Pentagon has claimed that the US evacuation process will conclude as scheduled, but experts say that the attacks like the one at the Kabul airport could happen again. This makes the withdrawal dicey, so experts say there could be two situations. First, where the US fails to meet the deadline. Most of the NATO countries have ended their evacuations in Afghanistan, but United States still remains on the ground. Taliban's lead negotiator Anas Haqqani has said that he struck a deal with the US to do nothing until the deadline passes. So if Joe Biden is not able to bring all troops and nationals back home in time, Taliban might do what it has already made clear. For now, the US military continues to coordinate all air traffic in and out of Kabul airport, but this will most likely change after the deadline ends. All countries will have to engage with the Taliban regarding the evacuation process. The Taliban has promised consequences if foreign troops stayed beyond the deadline. It called August 31st a red line.
We are sending a message to the Americans again to evacuate their citizens by this date because they have the means to do so. They have planes and the airport is with them, and they have to transfer all the forces and contractors who have relations with the foreigners. We are not in favor of allowing Afghans to leave, and we won't allow them. And after August 31st, we will not allow the Americans to be here, and we will take a serious position, God willing.
It is not yet clear what the Taliban means by consequences, but it is being said that everything will come down to Kabul's Hamid Karzai International Airport. Taliban claims it wants the evacuation flights to depart before the deadline so that civilian flights can resume again. But some airlines might not be willing to fly into an airport controlled by the Taliban. Which brings us to the latest development. Turkey is in talks with the Taliban over the Kabul airport. After the complete withdrawal of NATO troops, President Erdogan has proposed to jointly administer the airport. While the Taliban controls the security, Ankara wishes to run the technical side of the operations of the airport. Now, there has not been any confirmation on this from the Taliban yet, but remember earlier the Taliban had warned NATO ally Turkey to pull out all of its troops from Afghanistan, and Ankara has complied, pulling out all civilians and troops from Afghanistan. Only a small number of technicians stay behind. Coming to the second scenario that could play after the August 31st deadline. If all foreign boots leave Afghanistan, the Taliban will be left to govern the 38 million population of Afghanistan. International communities have been dreading this.
I think a friendly Kabul administration is needed to have good relationship with its neighbors and the world. I think if Taliban could compromise and could fix some of their policies, there could be a good chapter of peace for Afghanistan. Otherwise, the prolonged war, the history is going to repeat itself.
Since taking over Kabul, the Taliban has made lots of promises to keep the Afghanistan soil terrorism-free, respect human rights and safety of people, let the women work and grant equal rights to all minority groups. And lastly, to seek no revenge against any Afghans who previously worked with anti-Taliban groups or international troops who were stationed in Afghanistan.
Ever since the pardon has been issued, we must forget everything. The Islamic Emirate has forgotten all the pains it has endured in the world. We will never want to take revenge on anyone. We will never want to even look down on anyone.
These promises are very progressive from a group that believes in a harsh interpretation of the Sharia law. It is vowing to respect women despite a history of oppressing them. So as the other world powers, we are waiting to see Taliban's rule in Afghanistan. Whether Taliban chooses to stand by its promises or not, it is yet to be seen. Experts also fear that with the Taliban in power and no international presence in Afghanistan, the atrocities against civilians might not see the light of the day.